What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an extra legendary event. Well, actually today until, I guess, a day and 16 hours from now, we have an extra legendary event from Ancient Shards, but we also have a 15x chance for these legendaries, and tomorrow it's going to be different ones. I believe today's are a little bit better, though. I specifically am going for Feral, but let me know down below if you went for anything and if you got lucky. Definitely seen some people getting lucky, and then some people pull in fusions and dupes of champions they already have. Now, with that said, I have a few other things I want to talk about a little bit later in the video, so stay tuned for that. Also, though, when you're going for this, remember that the champion training tournament pairs very well with this, because the more 3-star champions you get, the more champions you can drop some brews into, the more points you're going to get, the better chance of getting this Cheshire Cat 5-star soul is. So if you're going for this, if you're going for the champion training, then picking up the Ancients is actually a pretty decent idea. With that said, we do have a fusion coming up most likely relatively soon, so you will need Ancient Shards during the Champion Chase tournaments, all that kind of good stuff, so be mindful that if you blow all your resources right now, you may be hard off in the future. Also, with Voids, you may want to be saving for a guaranteed Void Champion relatively soon as well, even though a Senna tomorrow would be amazing. But I'm going to go ahead and open the 40 Ancient Shards I have here. We'll talk about the giveaway right after I finish this, maybe do a few gems as well. Who knows when we talk about it? Maybe we talk about it in the middle of this. But I would love to have a Feral. A few weeks ago when they had an extra legendary from Sacred Shards, I actually pulled a Finna, and the Trunda team would be so good with a Feral added on there. It doesn't even need a blessing. I don't think I have a blessing for Feral, unfortunately, but that's no problem. I don't even need the blessing. We just go straight for the Feral champion, get him in here, and that team's going to be boosted. I already have my Trunda for Nightmare on Hydra done. I ran the first key yesterday. Got a pretty good chunk of damage on there. I think about 3 billion damage, which is nowhere near what it can actually get. Unfortunately, my champions got one shot by the Head of Wrath midway through. So next week, I might do a video on that in case you guys are interested. I know it's probably not relatable to most players, but if you're interested, I'll get a video out on that. Now, I am going to purchase a few of these, though something to consider is if you're purchasing these, just think about this, okay? 900 divided by 40 times 130. This is about 3,000 energy per pack that I'm purchasing that could be going to the event dungeon. So I'm not going to go too far into this because that is a lot of energy. And I'm planning for a pretty big event dungeon farming next week during CVC. Got some pretty big plans for that week, so you gotta stay tuned for that as well. But I'm hoping to get a lot of points during CVC as well as a lot of event dungeon farming. So every single pack that I purchase from the Ancient shop is basically 3,000 energy. Boom, 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 boom. So same thing for you guys. Be mindful. Event dungeon, you're not going to get pinpoint once it goes away. But also, extra legendary event with a champion who can change my account or can boost one of my team's damage pretty significantly may actually be worth it. I mean, Feral's an amazing champion. A champion who's not on this account as well. So I'd love to get him. We can go relatively deep. I mean, 10,000 gems. I don't know. What would you guys value a new legendary at as far as gems? Or as far as energy? 3,000 energy? 30,000 energy? Where would you put it? Because right now we're looking like a decent chunk. So right now we did 3, so we're at 9,000 essentially energy. 11, 12, 13. Okay, let's go. I don't really want to go below 25,000 gems, honestly. Honestly, this may be pushing it as well. Not for certain where my mercy is. We'll feed these a little bit, but with this champion training tournament, I can actually just fast get some points like this pretty easily, which is nice. We'll skip through this. Okay, we gotta go clear out a little bit of space. Now, guys, so I went ahead and cleared out 60 more spaces. Now, the two things I wanted to mention was a gym giveaway, which if you want to enter, just drop your player ID down below and just drop some extra comment with it. Doesn't really matter. You could do like your most wanted champion. You could do a champion you pulled today, maybe a game-changing champion. Doesn't matter. Just something so YouTube doesn't flag it as spam. And also, I made this sheet right here. You guys may or may not be interested in it, but basically it's just a copy-paste from my Yumi Love and broken down into all the different factions and basically a spreadsheet for me to keep track of, do I have this champion? Do I have him at 60? And for my sake, it's going to be for video content. Most of you guys, it won't even matter. But do I have it? Do I have it at 60? Because with the game getting bigger and bigger and bigger, Siege and more specifically Curse City, And for me, because content in general, I want to have as many champions as possible that I actually save. Now, this is not a big of a deal for legendaries and mythics because I'm not feeding those, but there's a lot of epic champions who I just unknowingly feed thinking I have a duplicate of, and I don't. So in case you guys are interested in that, I'll leave that link down below as well. Just go up here and click File, make a copy, and then you'll save it to your own Google Sheets. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. But we'll go ahead and continue doing these summons. I guess I've done, what, 30 plus 40, so 70 plus the, I guess, 40 I bought just now. So at 110, somewhere around there, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Either way, we're getting some champion training points done. Hopefully we get the legendary soon. Maybe, maybe not. I really don't want to go down below 20,000 gems though, because of how much farming I want to do in the pinpoint dungeon. And that may even be a waste. But hopefully we can get the legendary before going all the way into Mercy. It's going to feel bad going that far, especially knowing that I could just finish it off, right? So we'll go ahead and do these final few. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, and 2 more. I would love to pull a legendary from a single like this. It does always look a lot better when you crack a legendary from a single ancient shard. All right, 1 more. And then how many spaces do I have currently? Let's see. So now I have 64 spaces. So we'll purchase a few more. We'll do 1, 2, 3. All right. I wouldn't recommend most players do this though. Like if you don't know you're close to Mercy, just don't even do this. There's no reason to do it this far because you could go all the way to 220 and then finally hit your legendary. Extra legendary events are much better when you're close to Mercy. This account, obviously not very close to Mercy. I think I hit Ancient Legendary not too long ago, but the extra chance at Feral, I believe is actually worth it. Now, if I miss it, then maybe I save for an Armand's event because Armand's would be amazing. Now, if I get Armand's plus Feral, well, that's next level crazy. All right, all rares. That's okay. I guess we're just going to use them as food, feed them away, right? I got to have a stopping point, though. I got to make a stopping point. If I don't, I'm just going to be all in with a lot of spend. I think 20,000 will probably be it. But let me calculate how many shards it'll be. Because if I'm like 20 away, then might as well just buy the 2 more. Dang, still nothing. All right, guys. Well, this is just an excellent showcase of what could happen during these events. So let me do some math and figure out how much further I'm going to go. All right, guys, so it is giving me some points towards this champion training. I do got an Immortal Soulstone now, which is pretty sweet. Now, I'm not going for the actual first place. I may pick up this Mythical Tome now that I'm so close to it anyways. We will pull these shards in just a moment, but I have a few more Ancients to get. I did the math, and it looks like I'm around 154 as far as to Mercy. That's assuming I didn't pull anything else before today's video, which I definitely did. So I'm just going to purchase single pulls this time. We're going to do 10 pulls each time and see who hits something. If I hit something now, awesome, done. Not even going to worry about it anymore because we're getting to the point now where it's like I got to go all the way. Each purchase of 900 is going to be better off saved if I can just end it there. We'll do the single. I don't know if it shows the 15x going up before it actually happens or not. So there's 1 extra. Go in here and do another one. Because we're probably just going to go till we get a legendary, honestly. I don't know if it shows the 15x moving before you actually get to the summoning screen. Sometimes they have spoilers, sometimes not. It probably does, to be honest. So I probably don't have it here. I guess we're about to find out, though. Some more epics is good, especially now that I have this list. I'm going to go through and figure out what epics I need to keep versus feed. So 3 epics, that's actually really solid. If this was a champion chase event, that would be pretty good. So now we're at 33, right? This is your 33 or I don't even know. Or Matt, is this my 3rd one? I think it is. Oh, 154 plus 33 is 187. I mean, we're in too deep now, right? We are in too deep. Oh, there we go, baby. Feral. Oh, no. Where is he? Oh, Tyrant plus Matthias. Oh, man. All of that for this. Now, it's okay. Matthias, we don't actually have. He was used to empower somebody, I think. But I don't know who. Let's see. So, not a Feral, unfortunately. Tyrant is most definitely a dupe, and a significant dupe as well. Yeah, we don't need him. Ugh, yeah, so going in on this 15x, I was really hoping to hit a feral because make it worth it. But that's obviously not worth it. Where is Matthias, though? Where is he? I'm pretty sure he's around here somewhere, right? Maybe Matthias Black Flail. I could have swore he... What is something special about him? Let's go check out his kit, because he is new here, which is awesome. There's not... To be fair, that is difficult to get. So having a brand new champion could be cool. Now, as far as his ratings, they're not looking too hot. But brand new champion. Let's go check out his kit real quick. So A1 attacks 3 times. Chance of removing a random buff. Each hit also heals his champion by 20% damage inflicted. The A2 is an AoE attack. Extra hit on enemies under no buffs. Extra hit will ignore 20% of the target's defense. Each hit also heals all allies by 20% of the damage inflicted. HP-based champion. The A3 is an increased resistance, reflect damage, and a taunt on this champion. Then counterattacks with the Darkened Sky, so his A1. Skill when hit under a taunt buff placed by this champion. That's kind of cool. I'm not for sure what his multipliers are. Maybe they're okay. It doesn't seem to be super special. This is kind of interesting, though. I mean, maybe like a budget Chimera champion for some trials, but doesn't bring a whole lot else, so I think he's probably just going to be a vault champion. But either way, we did get a new champion, which is good. We're going to open up the 3 Immortals, maybe get some progression done on this current Soul Chase event. I'm not going to go into any Eternal Soulstones, though. That would be a bad idea. Now, as far as where I was at the beginning of the video, okay, well, maybe something good. Supreme Elhain, not really what I'm looking for. Went to 32, so basically 12,000 gems. Oh, man, let's do the math on this real quick. 12,000 gems. Should I even do this? Let's see. 12 divided by 40 times 130. 40,000 energy, guys. That's what could have been used into the event dungeon. Granted, they both could turn up with nothing. I've done over that and don't have a significant stockpile of pinpoint stuff. However, I do think those gems would have been better spent over there. It's actually like 11,000, so a little bit less. So more like 36,000 energy. It's a lot, though. That is a whole lot of energy that could have been spent versus pulling the Ancients. But sometimes, you got to go for it. So now I know I'm fresh off Mercy, basically. So I won't be doing any more of these anytime soon. It's just going to be a waste, honestly, if I did. So there we go. That's the Champions. We're saving Ancients for the next event. Recommend you guys doing the same, honestly. Unless you know you're close to Mercy. If not, you're going to end up putting yourself in a potentially deep hole that if you are free to play, it's going to be very difficult to get out of. But if you spend, well, you may have to start spending more than what you was hoping for to get back to where you were. But guys, best of luck in your shards. Hopefully you hit it very early and can just get out of there. If you want to check out that sheet, I have it linked down below. And then drop your player ID number down below as well, which is just up here. Info. Copy this ID, paste it down below. Drop a comment as well. I'll enter you guys into the gym giveaway. That'll be drawn in a few days. So big thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all of you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.